In the dark, frigid winter of 1916, a sinister plot was unfolding in the heart of Imperial Russia. The target? A man who had become both revered and reviled throughout the empire. His name was Grigory Rasputin, and his story is one of the most chilling tales in Russian history. Rasputin wasn't your average holy man. He had an uncanny ability to influence the Tsar's family, particularly when it came to treating the young heir's hemophilia, but his growing power made him a threat to the Russian nobility, who saw him as a dangerous charlatan. On that fateful night, a group of aristocrats lured Rasputin to a palace under the guise of a party. Little did he know, they had murder on their minds. What happened next would shock even the most hardened of souls. First, they tried to poison him. They laced his food and drink with enough cyanide to kill several men. But Rasputin kept eating and drinking, showing no signs of distress. The conspirators were baffled. How could he still be alive? Frustrated, they resorted to more direct methods. One of them pulled out a revolver and shot Rasputin point blank. The mystic collapsed to the floor, seemingly dead. But this was far from over. As they were preparing to dispose of the body, Rasputin suddenly sprang to life. In a panic, the assassins shot him several more times and beat him mercilessly. Still, he fought back with inhuman strength. In a final, desperate act, they wrapped his battered body in a carpet and threw him into the icy Neva River. Days later, his body was found. The autopsy revealed that he had survived the poison, the gunshots, and the beating, only to finally succumb to drowning. Rasputin's death marked the beginning of the end for Imperial Russia. Within months, the Tsar would be overthrown, and the Romanov dynasty would come to a bloody end. But Rasputin's legend was just beginning. In the years that followed, his reputation grew to mythic proportions. Some claimed he was a demon, others a saint. Stories of his seemingly supernatural resistance to death spread like wildfire, cementing his place in the annals of history. To this day, the true nature of Rasputin remains a mystery. Was he a holy man or a charlatan? A victim or a villain? Perhaps we'll never know, but one thing's for certain. His story continues to captivate and terrify us over a century later. If you like the video, please consider subscribing. I'm doing a $100 giveaway to one of my first 100 subscribers. Thanks for watching.